If you host on Airbnb and you're not using ChatGPT, you're doing hours of work manually that software can handle in seconds. Most Airbnb hosts waste time rewriting listings, answering the same guest questions, guessing on pricing, and fixing preventable issues. ChatGPT doesn't replace hosting. It replaces the repetitive work that makes hosting exhausting. We've hosted for over a decade, welcomed tens of thousands of guests, earned thousands of five-star reviews, and manage a short-term rental portfolio that drives over $1.5 million year over year. Here's how we use ChatGPT to automate Airbnb operations, improve guest communication, optimize listings, research competitors, price smarter, and drive repeat bookings. Start with listing optimization. Your Airbnb listing is your sales page. Small improvements compound into more clicks, more bookings, and higher nightly rates. Even experienced Airbnb hosts develop blind spots because you're too close to your own property. We use ChatGPT as a fresh set of eyes to optimize Airbnb titles, above-the-fold descriptions, and full listing descriptions. For titles, we keep them under 50 characters for mobile visibility. For the above-the-fold section, we focus on the first 6 lines guests see before clicking Show More. For the full description, we structure everything for fast scanning room by room. You can ask ChatGPT to write multiple Airbnb titles under 50 characters using your property features, then combine the strongest options based on amenities, location, views, or unique value. Use voice to text to move faster. Open the app, hit the mic, and talk through what guests love, what reviews mention most, and what makes your Airbnb different. For the above-the-fold section, ask for short, skimmable bullets. Include standout amenities, location advantages, nearby landmarks, and transit details. For the full description, ask for a 6-line intro followed by a detailed section organized room by room with clear headers and bullet points. Next, guest messaging and communication. Airbnb guest messaging is repetitive and emotionally loaded. Your tone directly affects reviews, disputes, and resolution speed. ChatGPT acts like a pause button. Instead of firing off a blunt reply, we paste the entire conversation into ChatGPT so it understands context, then ask for a response that's empathetic, professional, and firm when needed. You can explain the situation using voice notes. Say what annoyed you, what boundary you need to enforce, what outcome you want, and how you want the guest to feel. ChatGPT helps soften tone without weakening boundaries and keeps your Airbnb guest communication consistent with your brand voice. We also use it to respond to Airbnb reviews. The response isn't for the reviewer, it's for future guests. ChatGPT helps draft calm, professional responses that show accountability and improvement. Now, let's talk about competitor research. You still need to win bookings. Airbnb competitor reviews reveal exactly what guests care about, what frustrates them, and which amenities actually drive bookings. We use ChatGPT to analyze competitor reviews for repeated praise, repeated complaints, and demand signals. Open Airbnb map view, filter listings similar to yours, and copy 1 to 3 pages of reviews from each competitor. Paste them into ChatGPT and ask what guests love most, what complaints repeat, and which amenities show up again and again. Then turn those insights into action. Fix what you can operationally. If competitors have issues you don't, highlight that advantage in your Airbnb title, above the fold description, and photos. You can also ask ChatGPT to compare your listing against competitors and suggest affordable upgrades under $250 that increase conversions. Next is Airbnb operations and systems. This is how you clone yourself. Repetition creates mistakes, slow responses, and inconsistent guest experience. Clear systems make Airbnb hosting scalable. We use ChatGPT to create Airbnb message templates, standard operating procedures, checklists, and brand voice guidelines. You can ask ChatGPT to write saved replies for Wi-Fi, check-in, check-out, early arrivals, late checkouts, and local recommendations, written in your tone with placeholders. Paste those into Airbnb quick replies or your property management system. For brand voice consistency, paste a few real messages you've sent and ask ChatGPT to extract your tone and cadence, then write future messages in that style. For checklists, use voice to text while doing a turnover. Talk through every step, then ask ChatGPT to turn it into a clear checklist anyone can follow. Now, pricing strategy and revenue management. Airbnb pricing is not set and forget. Events, seasonality, and booking trends can double revenue when anticipated correctly. ChatGPT helps you identify upcoming demand before competitors react. You can ask what major events are happening in your city over the next 90 days that bring significant visitor volume, which events are annual versus new, and what short-term rental booking trends look like. Then connect that data to your Airbnb listing. Ask ChatGPT to draft event-specific titles under 50 characters or tell you when to update your listing based on your booking window. This turns ChatGPT into a lightweight Airbnb revenue management assistant. Finally, email marketing for Airbnb hosts. Repeat guests are cheaper to acquire and often higher quality. Most hosts don't email because they don't know what to write. ChatGPT removes that friction. We use it to generate Airbnb email marketing campaigns in our brand voice using local events, booking windows, and guest segments like families, couples, and seasonal travelers. Start by collecting guest emails responsibly off-platform. Set your brand voice once, then ask ChatGPT to write future emails in that voice every time. You can paste emails you like and ask ChatGPT to analyze structure, tone, and calls to action, then create versions for your Airbnb. You can also create event-driven campaigns and win-back emails for past guests based on when they stayed. To wrap this up, ChatGPT acts like an affordable team member for Airbnb hosts. It helps automate listings, guest messaging, competitor research, operations, pricing strategy, and email marketing. If you want to run your Airbnb with less stress and more control, this is how you do it. Comment below which of these ChatGPT use cases you're implementing first. Hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.